This is the incredible true story of Stephen J. Russell, the infamous con artist and escape artist known as King Con. Born in 1957, Russell's life is a captivating tale of daring prison escapes and a variety of frauds. Russell managed a few forgeries, including AIDS and his own death certificate, various thefts, eluded capture by using 14 different aliases, and most daringly of all, he managed to escape police custody 5 times. Out of those, 4 times he was in federal prison and simply walked out of them. He was exceptionally gifted with an IQ of 165. He graduated in 1971 and shortly after became a police officer, something he would later claim gave him all the skills needed for a life of crime. Foreseeing a decline in funds after the breakup of his marriage and the loss of his job, Russell faked a slip and fall in the hopes of a $45,000 insurance payout. Russell also began selling fake Rolex watches to keep up the lavish lifestyle. To launder his criminal activities, he also applied for a number of driver's licenses and passports using another Stephen Russell name. He was arrested in 1988 and charged with fraud, embezzlement, and grand theft. Amazingly, he was released on bail. Russell was sentenced to 5 years in prison and by the end of 1992, serving inside Harris County Jail with only 6 months left to his sentence, he began planning his escape. On his first escape, he watched the guards. He knew when and where they went for smoke breaks and how long they took. He found a room with spare clothing from female inmates and set some aside. On May 13, 1992, he got dressed, stole a walkie-talkie, took an elevator to the first floor, and proceeded to walk out of the front building. Nobody stopped him. He had just walked out of one of the most secure jails in Texas. Unfortunately, again he was caught and charged with fraud after another insurance scam. On February 9, 1993, Russell used a makeshift ladder to scale a fence and escape from prison. The third time he got caught by police while working in the hospital. Russell, who did not want to return to jail, took insulin shots and claimed to be diabetic. The arresting officers allowed Russell to inject himself with 40 doses of insulin, which caused him to go into shock in the booking room. At their arraignment, Philip Morris was granted bail of $40,000, while Russell's bail was set at $900,000, which he thought was unfair. Russell then decided to reduce it by impersonating the judge's voice over the phone to the district clerk, who lowered Russell's bail to $45,000. Russell paid his bail and went home, but a few days later the authorities noticed their mistake and Russell was arrested again. Russell was eventually sentenced to 45 years in prison for his crimes. Several days later, he put on his doctor's outfit and simply walked out of prison. Timing his escape perfectly, he waited for the guard manning the door to be distracted on the phone before approaching her and being let through without question. Again, after getting caught, he used his experience with medicines and their tests. He feigned the symptoms of AIDS by taking laxatives and ate very little in order to appear as emaciated as possible. After sending him to a nursing home, Russell pretended to be his own doctor over the phone and was granted permission by parole officers to participate in a non-existent treatment program. And he got out from there too. After that, on April 5, 1998, he got caught again and received a total of 144 years in prison for his crimes, including 99 years for the escapes and 45 years for subsequent scams. Despite his numerous convictions, Russell remains a master of disguise, and his escapes have made him a celebrity. There's no doubt that he is one of the most interesting criminal masterminds of the century and a source of fascination for many. If you like the video, then please do like, share, and subscribe for upcoming videos.